Cindy Hess-Casper wrote today's reading, and it's titled, People Forget. A woman complained to her pastor that she'd noticed a lot of repetition in his sermons. "Why do you do that?" she queried. The preacher replied, "People forget." There are lots of reasons we forget: the passage of time, growing older, or just being too busy. We forget passwords, names of people, or even where we parked our car. My husband says, "There's only so much I can fit in my brain. I have to delete something before I can remember something new." The preacher was right. People forget. So we often need reminders to help us remember what God has done for us. The Israelites had a similar tendency. Even with the many miracles they'd seen, they still needed to be reminded of His care for them. In Deuteronomy 8, God reminded the Israelites that He'd allowed them to experience hunger in the wilderness, but then provided an amazing superfood for them every day, manna. He supplied clothing that never wore out. He led them through a wilderness of snakes and scorpions and provided water from a rock. They'd learned humility as they realized how totally dependent they were on God's care and provision. Psalm 100 says, "God's faithfulness continues through all generations." Whenever we find ourselves forgetting, we can think about the ways He's answered our prayers, and that reminds us of His goodness and faithful promises.